Today we are working on Mission 7, Lesson 7. We will be composing and decomposing polygons. Also thinking about area. We learned about area in Mission 1 and Mission 3. So we're going to use what we've learned about area to help us with our activities for today. Today we're going to use our prior experience with composing shapes in regards to the area of these shapes. We're going to do this by using square grids to help us with the activities on our Tower of Power. Here's some vocabulary. These are actually review vocabulary that you will use during these activities. Polygon, a closed figure with 3 or more straight sides. Triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, or hexagons are examples of those. Area is a measurement of two-dimensional space in a bounded region. So remember, area is the amount of space a shape takes up. Rectangle, a flat figure enclosed by 4 straight sides having 4 right angles. Compose means to put 2 or more objects or numbers together, and decompose means to break apart an object or numbers into smaller parts. Here we're thinking about composing shapes and decomposing shapes. Let's compare rectangles. Fabrizio drew one rectangle. What is the area of his rectangle? As you're looking at this, I want you to go back and think, what are the square units, or how much space does this shape take up in square units? Great, where'd you guess? The area of this shape is 16 square units. Great job. For this activity, we need to make a different rectangle that also has an area of 16 square units. So we still want to have an area of 16 square units, but we want our rectangle to look different and have side lengths that are different from the original shape that we had in the first activity. What factor pairs can you come up with that will give us a product of 16? Here, for this shape, we can see that 4 times 4 will give us an area of 16 square units. Which other factor pairs can you come up with? About those factor pairs that you came up with. So we already have 4 times 4, which we know will give us an area of 16 square units. What other ones did you guys come up with? We know that 8 times 2 will also give us an area of 16. 2 times 8 will give us an area of 16. 1 times 16, and 16 times 1. So let's choose one so that we can make a different rectangle that also has an area of 16 square units. Let's try a rectangle that has 2 rows with 8 in each. Here's our new rectangle. It has 2 rows with 8 in each row, with 8 squares in each row. And if we count up each square unit, we'll know that this rectangle has how many square units? Right, 16 square units. Excellent work. Now let's look at our last activity. Just to finish up, we're going to sort these statements into a true statement or a false statement. Looking at these 2 rectangles, here's our first rectangle from our first problem and the second one we created. Each rectangle is a square. Is that true or false? Are both of these shapes squares? Think about, what are the attributes of a square? got it. Each rectangle is not a square. Both of these actually have 4 corners and 4 sides. But remember, in order for it to be a square, it has to have 4 equal sides. Our second shape does not have 4 equal sides. True or false? Do each of these rectangles have an area of 16 square units? This statement is true. We know that the factor pairs both equal 16, 4 times 4, and 2 times 8. And we also know by counting each individual square unit, we will get to 16 square units for both of these shapes. Alright guys, great job today. Please give me a call if you have any questions about your activities for today or whatever lesson you may be on. You can give me a call, text me, or send me a message on Dojo.